Hello, lovely, and welcome to this episode of Tiny Time Big Results. I'm Yasmin Boraji, and if you're new to here, I help you get more clients with magnetic messaging, digital assets, and automation so you can create the freedom that you dream of in business and in life. So, in today's episode, what I want to talk about is how to stop with the marketing gaps. Okay. I know what it's like when, you've done some marketing and then you've kind of fallen down a bit of a hole. You've stopped marketing. Maybe you got really busy, you got lots of client work and things, and then you're like, uh-oh, there's no pipeline. I talked about this in the previous episode. I'll link it below. And what happens here is you have these big marketing gaps, and we really want to stop that, because in order for you to continuously fill your pipeline, you want to make sure that you are continuously marketing. But I also know that that can be a real challenge where, if you don't have a plan to attract clients consistently, if you don't have a plan for your marketing, if your marketing feels very manual, very ad hoc, if you're sitting at your desk and you literally just do your marketing, flying by the seat of your pants, then this can become a real issue because there's no strategy behind it. You are literally just winging it. If you have the time, you end up doing the marketing and you think, oh, I'll post today. But again, there's no strategy behind it. Your marketing, when you think of it, otherwise it just goes further and further down your list. And the problem with all of these things is marketing is not something that you can just decide to do another day, right? But having said that, I don't want you to get the impression that it's going to be this incredibly time-consuming activity that you're going to have no time to do anything else. And I know I've heard a lot of kind of big gurus and saying, you should be marketing all day long. And really, who's got time for that? Okay, not me. I work 3 to 4 hours a day in my business. So I want to make sure that my marketing is actually hitting the spot. So that's what I want to talk to you about, because I've got 3 ways that you can really build out your own marketing plan that you can incorporate into your daily business life, into your weekly routines, so that it makes it easier for you. And just like going to the gym, this is going to be a muscle that you build and you grow, and then it becomes you, right? It becomes part of you. And doing marketing is just going to feel so effortless for you because it's who you are. You'll become an embodiment of it. So here are the 3 things that you can do, that you can start incorporating into your regular routines. Business is about routine. It might not sound very exciting and it might sound very unsexy, but the things that you do consistently, the things you plan to do consistently and you follow through, they're the things that actually get you results. Okay. I know you don't want to be sitting there throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something sticks. I know that you want to have that schedule. You want to have a rhythm so that you can create the flexibility that you actually dream of, right? Because it's the discipline that allows you to create the flexibility. Because if you decided in the morning that you were going to go and have a long walk and maybe grab a coffee with a friend and then you'll get to the work stuff, I know that that's going to cause you more stress, because in your mind, even as you're talking to your friend, you're going to be sitting there thinking, oh God, I've got to get that done. I've got to get that done. I've got to get that done. And your mind is just not going to be fully present in that moment with your lovely friend. However, if you've got a routine, if you've got a system, if you've got a schedule that helps you to get things done, and then you say, right, okay, the first hour of my day, maybe from 10 till 11, you know that you've done what you needed to get done, and then you go and have your walk and have your coffee, you are going to enjoy that so much more. You're going to be so much more present, and you're actually going to get better results. Okay. Hope I've sold this to you now, right? So let's talk about the 3 things that you can do. And these are things that you can implement immediately. Okay. So first of all, what I would absolutely encourage you to do is invest some time in creating assets that pre-sell for you, right? This is such a big one. I have a free guide on the 5 essential digital assets that every coach and expert needs in their business. I'm going to link that below as well. grab that so you can see which assets, because it's all very well me saying invest time creating assets, but you're probably thinking, what assets, Yasmin? I also help my clients to create these assets in my program Multiplier. So if you want more information, I'm going to link that below down as well. So invest time in creating assets that pre-sell for you, because do you know what happens? When you create a system and people are coming through your system and they're getting all the information that they need, and you're positioning what it is that you do, what you're offering, the problem you solve, who you solve it for, all of those things, they're going to be so much more likely to become a paying client, buy your products, because you've pre-sold. So it's not going to feel so manual, right? You don't feel like you have to be on all the time in order to sell. So invest time in creating assets that pre-sell for you, okay? Second thing, get busy getting visible, right? Again, this is not something that's going to be massively time consuming, but it is something that you have to do in order for people to know that you exist, in order for people to know that your work exists, right? And this is a very simple thing that you can do every single week, right? You can absolutely take time out, and I want you to identify 5 people that you can reach out to every single week, minimum 5 people, right? You can do more if you want, right? But these could be people who are potential collaborators, potential colleagues, potential JV partners, so joint venture partners, potential podcast hosts that you want to get onto. Really think about how you can grow your network, okay? And when you're getting visible, what happens is people become more aware of you. Surprise, surprise, right? But if someone's running a summit, then they're going to think of you. They're going to think, oh, I know, I'll get Yasmin on to talk about digital assets, because that's what I talk a lot about, and automation and creating freedom in your business and in your life. But if people don't know you exist, when they're coming to their events, when they're coming to their, whatever it is that they're doing, and they need collaborators, they need contributors, you're not going to be on that list. So it's really important that you get busy getting visible, right? So you want to get in front of these people that you really want to build a connection with, you want to build a relationship, you want to build your network. And then the third thing that you can absolutely start doing immediately is what I call a revenue creation ritual, right? I want you to have or create this mindset that you're going to sell every single day, right? You're going to sell every single day in that space of time that you allocate for your revenue creation ritual. Now, I call this a ritual because I go by this adage that it's about the process. It's not about the outcome. Abraham Hicks talks about how you can't have a happy ending to an unhappy journey, right? So if you're doing all of these things and you're like, I hate this is so horrible, and you're not going to get those clients who are like your dream clients, because the journey to them has been so uncomfortable and horrible and awful, right? But if you enjoy the process, then it is going to be so much more sweeter, and you will get the result that you actually want. Right. So with your revenue creation ritual, what you're going to be doing is you could do this in an hour a day. Okay. So, and think about this as one of the most important hours of your day, right? So you could spend some time doing some high impact prospecting. Go and look at who's in your network on social media, any warm leads, people that have expressed an interest in any of your work before, people who've clicked on your emails, commented on your social media posts, maybe they've clicked on a sales page of yours. Follow up with these people. This is high impact prospecting. This isn't me telling you to go and do cold prospecting, but you absolutely can. Some people do that and their whole business is built on it, and it's incredible. For those that are probably a little bit more timid like you and me, you're probably thinking, I think I'd like to do lukewarm prospecting rather than cold prospecting. But what you're doing is you're spending time looking for people to connect with. Because remember, right, and this is not about being pushy or manipulating anybody, you're just letting people know what it is that you do. And this is where you really have to put that mindset on that says, I'm not afraid of getting a no. You can't be afraid of getting a no, okay? That's just part and parcel of business, right? Nurture and engage. That's the next thing I want you to do in terms of your revenue creation ritual. So you're doing your prospecting and you're really looking for those perfect fit clients. Then you spend some time nurturing and engaging with the people who are already in your audience, and really focusing on them, and maybe posting content for your audience. You really think about how you can nurture and engage your audience that's already existing. Okay. Think about things that you can do to boost conversions. You might do flash sales. You might have a special discount. Maybe it's like a special weekend special or something like that. Just think, is there some scarcity that you can introduce in order to get a sale? That, the price is going up, whatever it might be. But just get imaginative and just imagine this as a game, that you are literally just playing a game and thinking, I wonder how I could get a sale today, right? And most importantly, track what it is that you're doing, because when you track, what you measure gets attended to, right? So if you're tracking and you're saying every day, this is what I've done, honestly, these tiny little things that you're doing every single day is going to make a huge difference in your business. Because if you think about it, 90 days out, 6 months out, 12 months out, imagine the progress that you could make by just taking these small, tiny steps, right? Tiny steps, big results, right? Tiny time, big results. That's what we're looking for. All right, my lovely. So I'm going to post all the things that I promised you for links, etc. Check them out below. I hope this training or session episode has been useful to you. If you have, then please like and subscribe and check out all the other episodes that are in this podcast as well. And I look forward to seeing you the next time. Take care.